Yeah. Welcome to the show, everybody. On today's episode, we got a squad. The Seahawks, we got the roster. They made the final cuts, so we'll go through that. News around the NFL: people being cut, people being traded, new faces in new places. So we'll go through some of those, and then also I have a question for Lofa. That's been being asked in I've tried to get asked in some NFL locker rooms, and I'm surprised it got asked out loud. I'll ask Lofa that a little bit later. That's what we call teases, Lofa.
Okay.
You excited?
Thrilled.
You like the rundown today?
I do.
Come on,
I'm
big
ready to
guy.
talk-
Get excited.
Yeah,
It's football season.
we
Let's
could talk
go.
about the final game. We could talk about the roster. Where do you want to start?
The wide receivers room had a lot of folks in it. The waves are John Hall, Cade Johnson, Matt Landers, who we talked about. I mean, he's a speed guy. And also Aesop Winston Jr. as far as wide receivers. Like we were just talking about, got to figure they're going to try to bring some guys back, on like practice squad and so forth. But is that kind of how you thought it would go in terms of what happened there?
Yeah, and there's two guys you just named, Landers and Winston. Winston had a phenomenal game. Landers, we saw that 30-yard touchdown earlier in the preseason, so he's got some, playmaking ability, and I expect. I don't think there was enough tape out there, so I think we'll be able to get, both those guys back. But you got to be excited about the depth of this team. Man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
And
sorry.
then we didn't even mention Bobo.
Well, yep. Okay, so I was going to talk about the receivers that made the squad. Tyler Lockett, ever heard of him? DK
Yeah.
Metcalf and JSN, of course. Cody Thompson and Derek Young, and then also undrafted Jake Bobo, who is the toast of Seattle right now, and everybody's rooting for him for sure.
He just makes plays, man.
Except for having to teach Trey the playbook now.
He does have to do that. I mean, I'm sure. But yeah, I mean, competition makes everybody better. I don't think there's a real competition there, but that making a trade like that for it's very confusing.
Do you get any sort of sick, twisted joy at all, though, out of this sort of thing happening to the Niners? Not happening to Trey, the player, or anything like that, but just sort of like, I mean, they gave away a lot to get him, all that kind of stuff. I mean, as a Seahawk fan, I sort of get a little laugh behind the scenes to myself.
Not a laugh.
Corner to my house by myself at night. What? Don't judge
You're
me.
a sick man, Brett Davern. No, my heart goes out to the kid because
Yeah.